I'm walking through the woods, and I'm bored. So usually I don't know. There's other things that I could be doing. I've been given advice to do other things from my friend Jared here and other mentors of me. But I see this house, and it's like, okay, let me go check it out. And I'm trying to be cool, so I'm not really. I shouldn't go check out this house. But it's late at night. I go to the house. Instead of going to the front door, I go around the back. Back door is open. I go inside. There were some threatening words from the person inside saying, "Get out of my house," which, so I thought about it. I thought about getting out. I thought about leaving, but I didn't. I end up killing the man in front of his wife, killing the wife, taking the bodies out back, piling them on top of each other. And after that moment, I decided, you know what? I'm going to play this game straight. I'm going to stick to the missions, right? Because it's safer to stick to the missions. And I'm going to just play because you get more money in the missions anyway. So that was my first experience with Red Dead Redemption. You play the game a little differently.
What? I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question, sir?
I'm just saying you play the game a little differently than me.
I mean,
do you just aimlessly go around killing men and women?
Right.
You play the missions.
Yeah, I did. I played the missions. I kind of stuck to, the point of the game, which was to, draw that line between being, a complete asshole and a good guy.
Well, where did you fall on that meter of that?
I don't know.
That good
all
meter,
I know
bad
is
meter?
Because I'm
a
also
psychopath.
I'm Red Dead.
Red Dead.
I was more on like the redemption side of the story, I guess.
I'm as red as you can go. I have helped certain people, like I sucked snake venom out of a guy's leg.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Have you done that?
That's a thing, yep.
Okay, and the guy was like, thank you, but let me say this.
Did he give you anything in like in the village
So
or anything?
he gave me something the first time. Hours and hours later, like in the game. So days later for me, weeks later, the next time I picked up the game, next couple of times I picked up the game, same guy, bit by a snake. I sucked the venom out of his leg. Okay, and he's like, thank you so much. Doesn't give me shit. Tied him up, fed him to an alligator.
Like a boss.
Let's see him get bit by a snake again.
You should get your video.
I might be able to edit that in here.
Quick.
I have a video of it.
Not the whole walk up, but like, what I mean?
Actually, I don't know if I have a video of that guy, but there was a helpless woman that I tied up and I threw her to an alligator.
That's a pretty good one also.
And she got her head bitten off. Bit her head right off, clean up.
I'd have to say my favorite Red Dead experience so far has been finding the clan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep,
finding
in the woods. So it's nighttime. There's a fire. Yeah. And so I get a little bit excited about, seeing.
Is this a story mission?
No. This is just off the beaten path. It's not even a side mission. They're just there.
Haven't ran into
this
yet.
So it's nighttime and there's a fire and I pull up my horse and I see that there's a bunch of men shouting, white hoods, and I start freaking out. I'm like,
and there's one guy in a different color hood.
Clan.
He's in a black hood, right?
Because he's the leader.
He's
right.
The leader.
So I ride up on him and I start pulling out all my guns, right? This is going down. Slaughter time.
You want to
this is where my Red Dead side of my redemption story comes out. Like,
you're a cowboy killing
on the tree, and I have video of this. Get up on the tree, and the fucking idiot who lights the cross lights himself on fire.
So they're portraying
and they all
them
run and run away screaming like little girls while their friend dies in a flame.
So they're portraying the KKK as a bunch of pussies.
Basically, the Grand Master there starts shouting for everyone to come back, but he wasn't alive much longer after I took my salt off to him.
Oh.
Yeah. Double tap.
He gives you something, too. You get some kind of thing from him. It's like
you get like an achievement. It's like, you did good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I put it down because it blocks our faces with the camera.
So I'll just put it over here.
I know, but
put it behind the salt lamp.
Spoon. So
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
So we're gonna do some news. We're gonna do some news for. Hi, how you doing? I'm Jack Rodenskull, and this is Shell's show with Jack Rodenskull. Today we're going to talk about video games. I have a few announcements to make, right? So, first one is Heather, Jared's wife, co-owner
Absolutely.
of the bar. She's been getting a lot of screen time. So, she's not here right now. We're doing this behind her back. She doesn't know we're doing it because we could not have her on the show because she's getting way too much screen time. So that's the first announcement.
Okay.
Second announcement is what flavors you have today. Not that it matters because this will air a month from now. But
Right.
Just so they
we have
know.
a variety of flavors. You should always come and check what we have here at Shell's Kava Bar, Motor Hill's relaxation destination.
They get that
But
there.
I do have one announcement to make, and that is, this won't be aired for another week or so, but whatever. Today is the 26th of January, and it is Grassroots' second anniversary party. Sorry we could not be there. Much love to Grassroots. Let's drink some Kava and say boo out of them.
boo out of
And
Grassroots.
You're my boy, Bula. I love you guys. Nectar of the gods.
Really good.
Good stuff.
But don't, no need to rush. Just make sure you guys don't move your chairs too much, because we're in a really great spot. Okay. So
Sorry.
you
I
said
hope that wasn't too much for you.
I said.
that you like playing on Xbox and not PS4.
Correct.
Why?
I think that PS4 has a lot of really good one-player games. Also, when I got Xbox One, it was right around that time that it was PS4 and Xbox One coming out, so you kind of had to pick because they were like $500-$600 when they first came out. I think.
But if it's not an exclusive game, why would you pick one over the other?
So when it first came out, the Xbox Online gameplay was 10,000 times better because PlayStation Free that they had going on, it wasn't really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it since. That's come a long way. However, I've just been Xbox loyal ever since I switched over from PS3.
Are the graphics better or?
Well, I play a lot of sports games, and I like the sports play on there. It's just awesome. So.
See, I'm not a sports guy. Game guy.
Red Dead. I play Red Dead. I play Fallout. Those are not sports games. Those are completely different.
So I'm playing Red Dead right now.
Okay.
Everything is on PS4. I don't have an Xbox. I'm playing Red Dead.
I think Jared's Xbox too, though.
Skyrim, and I just got, which I want to
Skyrim's
wait for Jared to talk about PC versus console, because I bought a PC and they gave me 2 free games. Any game I want, 2 free games.
Wow.
With buying the system. Well, it's a fucking $1,300 computer.
What'd you get?
They better. So I got Resident Evil 2
Okay.
on PC, and I got Devil May Cry 5. Which, I don't know. I thought that'd be cool. But you can get a controller for it and use the keyboard simultaneously.
Okay.
And so, but why? So the graphics.
I always felt like the PC, like the gaming on the keyboard was always like tough. Yeah, I felt like it was very tough.
Get a controller, and everyone's like, yeah. When I compete online, I need a. You know, I'm sorry if you're one of those guys.
No, I don't
Okay.
play PC games actually.
So then, when I compete online, I need to have my. Look at how responsive this mouse is, and look at this keyboard. Like I just think that's just the lamest thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Plus I like sitting on the couch in front of my 60-inch, TV and sitting on the couch and playing a game.
Being comfortable.
But it is kind of cool on PC. You're in the you're up there, you're in the screen, you're playing, you're more immersed in the game, rather than just dicking around on your couch, where you could be just watching a movie.
Did you have like an intense setup where it was like multiple screens, or was it just one screen?
I just have some lame setup. Just
Do you
like
have headphones and
yeah,
shit?
I have
Like to get
headphones
really,
because
like,
I don't have computer speakers, so I got headphones, and I'm playing Resident Evil 2, and it looks phenomenal. I don't know what it looks like on console, but everyone says PC looks better than console. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean,
Why do they say that?
I would assume that just the PC like motherboards and stuff are probably better,
Because it's bigger.
bigger.
So why don't you just make a bigger? Like, why can't they just make what?
Because nobody wants a gigantic Xbox. The whole thing now is they're making the same ones just slimmer. Remember when they had the PlayStation Slim?
I don't care
and
about the
Xbox
size.
One,
Like my
2
subwoofer
Slim?
is this big. And then why would I care if next to it I had a huge? Are they trying to get the price down?
Potentially
Right, because no one's gonna buy a
$1,300 gaming system that puts out $60 games. Are PC games any cheaper, or are they around the same price? All around
the same.
$60,
I mean, when
$60 it seems to
when
be
it
the
first
going
comes
rate?
out, it's $59.99.
Okay.
Okay, but if you go on Steam and you look at other games, like some of the games seem to be cheaper because you're downloading them. You're not buying a physical game.
Now, when you download it, if you download it one time, is it in like some sort of cloud that, like, you know, if you wanted to delete it? See, that was always the thing with me with the Xbox.
I have no
was
idea.
they have the
I'm pretty
digital
sure-
copies, but if you delete, like, say you're out of hard drive
Right,
space.
I'm pretty sure it's going to my hard drive. It's just my hard drive's gigantic on the PC.
Gotcha.
It's not
Right.
gigantic. It's like 3 terabytes or something like that,
Yeah, and those Xbox,
which is way bigger. What I have an 80 gig PlayStation. Right?
Right.
That's nothing.
Well, don't quote me on this. I heard with Xbox though that you could add like an external hard drive. Because I'm assuming that's that whole PC
Right,
Xbox
but now
connection.
we're getting into just having a, because I could take, so is this
But if
true?
you had a 3 terabyte external hard drive and you threw that on an Xbox,
Right, you're
now
good.
you have
You're
unlimited
good. You have
space.
yeah, because ideally you want to download the games because what, you got to get up, take the disc, put it in there. I'm just saying.
Well, even aside from that, you know, if you had to re-download it every single time, they
No,
take
I
like
do
3
that. That's what I
hours.
have to do on
It's like
PlayStation.
3 hours. It's
I
disgusting.
have to re-download my games. So we're talking about PC versus console.
Okay.
Okay, so I was saying that I just got a PC. I could take that PC and hook it up to my TV, right? And just play with the controller. Like, so the problem
Correct.
I'm saying that I don't like PCs because I got to sit in my computer room and my wife has this horrible desk, right? Horrible. It's like you can't even fit in there. She really liked it.
Does she have a good computer chair though?
Does
One of
she?
those nice, comfortable ones for like.
What, the chair?
Yeah, the chair.
No, the chair is like a wooden. It's like what I'm sitting on now.
So not only are you playing at an uncomfortable desk, you're also playing in an uncomfortable
Right,
chair.
but I'm more immersed in the
But you're more
game though
immersed.
because I'm so uncomfortable that I'm feeling the character's dread. Like in Resident Evil, I feel like I'm in the game because I'm just so on edge because I'm so uncomfortable.
That game, I mean, number one, scared the shit out of me. Legitimate shit out of me.
Yeah, it is. It's
That
scary.
corridor, everyone here is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. That corridor with the goddamn dogs.
That's
They come
the first
flying
one.
through the-
That's Resident Evil 1.
That
Well,
one freaked me
let's
out.
do a bula real quick.
Let's do a bula.
Let's do a bula.
Wi-Fi's driving me crazy.
Bula.
Bula.
So, simultaneous to this taping right now, there's actually another YouTube channel taping out front, which is actually very funny. Two nerds and a joke.
Give a
Check them
shout out
as well.
Two nerds and a joke.
And a joke.
Two nerds
I
and
haven't
a joke.
seen any of the episodes, but
But we
stuff.
did learn about it today.
Yep. You can come in. I
yeah,
mean,
we're nude.
it's debatable.
We're completely nude right now.
Completely naked.
We are proverbially.
If you
naked.
came in 5 minutes later, we would have been completely nude. No, that's not how we do the show. We just sit here nude, and the bar covers our lower quarters. So let's take a break.
All right.
Wait, so what were we just talking about? A game. Oh, the Tomb Raider games. You still had to, it was confusing.
Right.
I
It was
just
the
can't.
perfect. In my opinion, it was the perfect combination between open world
Open
and linear
world,
because
okay.
you could get everything done in that section, and maybe you might still have to come back at times, but like it wasn't a massive open world territory where everything took 6 hours to get to. You know, like Red Dead.
Wait,
That
so
is-
there's no
that
fast
game is
travel in
so
Red
much
Dead.
longer
There's no
because-
fast travel in Red
Right.
Dead.
Well, there is,
Is that
but
true?
not that good.
What's the fast travel then?
So
Tell
there's
me.
two types of fast travel in Red Dead. There is the carriages. You have to go to each town and unlock the carriages.
And you pay for them to take you somewhere.
Right. Then there's the trains. Different train stations. You can do different train stops. There is technically a third
You're trying
one
to
which
make it
actually
too
works
real.
pretty well, which is once you upgrade your camp enough, on the back of Arthur's wagon, there's a map that allows you to go from camp to whatever location you want.
Like, it sucks that it has to be just as tedious as real life. Like, are we making things so real that it's just as stressful as real life? So, like, I have a long day, I want to go play a video game, and I got to deal with a fucking stressful situation in a video game? Like, oh, God, I'd like to do that, but it's going to take too long to get there.
That's why I stopped playing Madden games.
I don't even play those games.
I used to buy Madden. I was a perennial buyer of Madden. Every single year, I'd buy a Madden game. And then I realized
You seem like that kind of person.
I realized how frustrated I was getting after Heather, my wonderful, darling wife, said, "Why do you buy that game and play that game so much? You're always pissed." I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I turned that thing back from all Madden to rookie and ran shit on it. But
they're
you know,
supposed to be fun.
Right.
And we're playing these games and they're stressing us out, you know? Like, dude, I quit, I quit playing games because it was stressing me out too much.
There was one game that stressed me out so much that I returned it. And it was a Aliens versus Predator game, if I remember correctly, where you could be either the alien, the Predator, or the
I played that game too.
Marines.
I played that game too.
All right, so the Marine mission, right? You're in the alien fortress or whatever.
Okay.
One of the missions, and it's just like the movie. All you hear is that fucking sonar sound. That boop,
Yeah.
boop. All of a sudden, here they come. Boom, boom, boom. I'm literally on my couch like, shit. And they're like, boop, 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 and they're everywhere. And I'm like, you don't see them because
That sounds great.
So they're all over. No, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
God
but you
damn
were
it.
scared. You were scared. That's
I'm a
why you
big,
didn't like
big
it.
pussy when it comes to scary movies and scary games. I don't do them. I don't care. Who cares? Okay.
And that's the opposite of me. I want the scary stuff. I want to be scared.
That makes sense. You're a twisted guy.
No, I'm not though. I like the thing I like about it is I'm playing a video game that's scary, but at the same time I'm in the privacy of my own home. So I can be like, I'm in my house, I'm comfortable.
That makes it even worse.
No, but
I'd
I
rather
can
be
sit
playing-
because I'm
I'd
not
rather
what an
play-
alien. An alien's gonna come while I'm sitting on my couch. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Zombies.
Join
do
us
scare-
next time for our episode on aliens.
Zombies do. There is going to be an episode on
Sorry,
aliens,
something in my eye.
but zombies do scare me a little bit.
Zombies?
Right? Because there's nowhere to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he just came back here.
But they're manageable.
Yeah, but if you're not
What kind of
prepared-
zombies are we talking about? Are we talking about like Walking Dead, I'm slow as fuck zombies? Or are we talking about like 28 Days Later with the rage zombies?
They are so fast.
Yeah. Or
so
the
fast.
World War Z zombies. Where they're
oh
all
my
fucking.
God, they swarm like
Yeah,
ants.
That's different. If we're talking about the traditional concept of zombie, the George A. Romero concept, that's manageable.
Yeah, but they catch you off guard and they get in. You get too comfortable with them and they come in, they close in quick.
They can't close in quick. They don't move fast enough.
If we're in here and the zombies coming in that way and the zombies coming in that way, what are we gonna like? It's gonna be very hard to dodge them.
I would jump behind the bar and I'd grab something to stab in their eyes.
Yeah, but I don't want that blood getting on me.
As they said in Shaun of the Dead, to remove the head or destroy the brain.
The brain. Yeah. No, I get that, but I'm just saying it. And at first, what would really happen in real life, and this happens, you see this, I'd be wondering the whole time, like if I saw a woman walking towards me, no matter how dead she looked, if she had a skeletal face, I wouldn't right away say that's a zombie. I would say that's a sick woman. That's an injured woman.
You just said she had a skeleton face.
Right, but no matter how messed up she is, my brain would be like, never would I attack that woman.
So what would it take for you to attack?
I don't know.
How would you determine? This is now an episode on zombies.
I don't know, because think about it. Seriously, think about that. If a woman is approaching you, she looks severely injured, and she's stumbling, I'm not going to be like, that's a zombie. I'm going to be like, oh my God,
What if
ma'am,
she
are you
tries
okay?
to bite you?
If she tries to bite me, then
That's
then
attack.
she's
Stand your
attacking.
ground.
But I'm just saying, by the time she comes to bite me, like I might be just, ma'am, are you okay? Because I don't really believe that zombies are going to come. I'd be like, ma'am, are you okay?
How do you know?
No, I don't. But I'm just saying, like
CDC
my first
handles a
instinct,
lot of weird shit,
my
man.
first instinct would be like, this is a sick woman. Let me
is how all bad
let me
movies start.
swaddle her. Let me here, ma'am. Let me get you this blanket. And I'd be killed immediately. I'm just worried that I'd think that.
Just realized how old I am right now. I'll tell you, one of the most satisfying games, though, where you're killing people, and this sounds terrible to say, that I've ever played. It's a multiplayer game, and it was just the kills themselves were satisfying because of how much effort it took to do them. So it's called For Honor. Have you heard of For Honor?
It's a multiplayer online.
It is a multiplayer game.
See, that's why as soon as it says multiplayer online, I don't
Third
play it.
person. You have 4 different civilizations to pick from, characters from, okay? Your fights, when you link up against someone, are so detailed that you have to choose high guard, mid guard, low guard.
Right.
And also attack them against their guards. So it became the most fulfilling game
That
when you were
sounds cool,
fighting
but the
someone
online,
else.
I don't want to play with a bunch of punk kids
hear you.
online. You know,
I hear
I
you.
just want. Can't we just have a game like that? That's
Hey,
just
the
like a
days of the
regular
single-player
game.
game or
Why though? Why do
don't
I
know.
have
I
to
don't
play?
like it.
Why do I have to sign into the? Sign on and
I agree.
You know, like, is that really? Are they really over? Come on, man.
No, I mean, there's still. I mean, look, Red Dead's a great example of how it's not over, but even that has an online aspect now. Assassin's Creed, that's probably one of the few remaining big IPs that are one player only. Kingdom Hearts, one
I don't know
player
that
only.
game.
Yeah, there's still the big. They're all RPGs. They're all RPGs.
I just want to play by myself. I don't want to wear the headset and talk to little 5-year-olds and stuff. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want
How do
to.
your 5 years old sound like 50s gangsters?
Yeah. It's like a little kid. I was.
Be trashy.
I wasn't saying it like that. I was saying like, yeah.
No, I
guess
guess
that's
more
what I
of the
meant.
whine.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh god, I just kicked this guy. Yeah, that's what I don't know. Maybe I am sounding like
I'm trying to think of what the next big like.
Turok.
Turok was this, but even at the end of Turok, the last Turok game, they added
Sucked.
fucking multiplayer to it.
Now the last Turok game sucked. I couldn't get through it.
I barely remember.
Too
That's
much
how bad
fighting
it was.
those bots. You're fighting those bots.
Oh yeah.
So stupid. I want to fight raptors
Right?
going down on you.
Was Turok the one where like the game starts off and there's already a T-Rex like right in front of your fucking face?
I don't know. It sounds like. I mean, it sounds more like Turok than anything. Than anything else.
It's fucking hot in here.
3, 2, 1.
Did you see that? When I was a young boy, that's a line from God of War. I'm glad that you.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
So when I was a young boy, I had an older cousin, and it was Christmas time, and he walked into Electronics Boutique. Do they still exist?
EB Games, baby.
Electronics Boutique.
I remember those days.
He walked in there,
Stop.
and he said, "What is the most violent video game out right now?" Because that's what he was going to get my brother and I, because we loved like blood and gore and stuff. He said, "What is the most violent video game you have out right now?" And you know what he said? The Wu-Tang Clan game.
The fighting game.
Yes. Have you played it?
I have. That was a pretty graphic fighting game. Yeah, for
The
sure.
Wu-Tang Clan game. You could
It's
play
funny.
members of the Wu-Tang Clan. That's it. So the question is now, we're in 2019. I don't know the answer to this. You might. What is the most violent video game out there right now if I went in the store and I said that? Because I think the guy who worked at Electronics Boutique was pretty dead on. I think the guy who worked at Electronics Boutique was pretty dead on.
I mean, the problem with that question is that the market's flooded. Everyone's going to probably say GTA and things like that because obviously you have guns.
Yeah,
and
but
there's
it's
codes where
not.
you
You're
can
not
blow shit up.
ripping. It's violent because it's close to real life.
So you're looking for gore.
I don't know, man. Like that. It's violent because it's close to real life. You're actually in California shooting up things.
So that's,
And that could happen.
I'd have to say that.
But the Wu-Tang Clan, you were ripping people. You know, the Mortal Kombat, I guess it would.
Mortal Kombat, which has a new one coming out soon, that
Is
was
the
a
Wu-Tang
very
equivalent
violent
where you
game.
really you're slicing people's heads in
Oh,
half.
dude,
The brain
it was
comes
the first
out.
fighting game that ever introduced blood and fatalities and like the like
Bula.
it was like one of the sorry. Bula.
We have to advertise the Kava.
Obviously.
Almost
Yeah,
gagged.
I mean,
regurgitated the
I'm
Kava.
gonna have to
all
go
over
with Mortal Kombat on that. I don't see another game.
Like what? You're not really because even in violent shooters, you're not seeing the blood up close.
Right.
You know, it's bloody, but you're not hacking people.
I mean, I'm sure there's horror games out
pulling
there that are
spinal
probably more
cords
violent.
out. Well, Dead
I don't
Space
really
was pretty
play.
violent because you could keep hitting while they were down. Right? Did you play this game?
I did.
You could keep hitting them while they were down.
Right.
And hacking off more and more limbs. Yeah. One time, no joke. One time I did that for a straight hour and a half. Same enemy. Over and over and over. Is
Why
that
do
sick?
I not doubt this at all?
And I was like, oh my God, I lost track of time. I looked at my watch. I don't wear a watch, but I was like, that was an hour and a half that I was doing that.
I just finished the main campaign for Ace Combat 7, which is a fighter pilot
It's a
game.
playing game.
Really cool. A lot of fun. Did some multiplayer on it. It's all right. Started playing the demo.
See, I don't
for-
like games where you're just flying planes around.
Oh, dude, it's all dogfighting.
They're aliens? Are there aliens? Predator?
No, but there's a Raptor, the F-22 Raptor.
Yeah, but it's not a dinosaur. I need to see another Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. Come on, man. The last one was so disappointing. I need to see a Turok where it's just dinosaurs coming out. Raptors.
Or a Dino Crisis. You remember Dino Crisis?
Dino Crisis. I need to see something where like
Yeah.
the raptors just gets you down and it starts going down on you, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, how cool would that be if there was a game? I don't know, or maybe not just that. Maybe they cut you up or something. But
I'm all for it.
a Dino Crisis or a Turok. Are there any dinosaur games out there? There's
Mostly like indie developer
there's a game.
games.
Come on, what's the game out? Ark. Supposedly
I
has.
played it for about 5 minutes and got really nauseous. I can't play a lot
Is
of
it boring?
first-person games.
Because you get sick.
Yeah, if it was third person, I'd probably play the shit out of it, but I can't. It's
Yeah,
it's
see,
something-
and then
it's
a
weird.
game like Skyrim where you can change the. You could change. Oh, and you could do that in Red Dead. You can play it in first person, or you could play it in.
Yeah, I don't understand why game companies can't have
Like
that
how-
happen. Like more
You know,
regularly.
how hard could it be?
I played the demo for the new Anthem game.
What's that?
Anthem is BioWare's next big release. They have a lot to make up for after the failed Mass Effect 4 Andromeda.
Why didn't
game.
people like that game?
I bought it. It's because so in games you need like the Mass Effect series was so good because there was this overall sense of dread from the very beginning of the game. The first mission, you see this giant squid ship. I think it was Sovereign is what it was called. Come down onto a planet and just wreak havoc. And it started that progression of a 3-game storyline where there was all of this dread and drama happening in the galaxy.
Doom and gloom and
Andromeda-
doom and gloom.
Right.
Right.
Andromeda, which happened 900 years or some shit in the future from that.
900 years.
Something like that. Yeah, everyone's going off to colonize. So it's just like a discovery game, which is fine, but it's not Mass Effect to me. BioWare looks like their answer. I mean, Anthem looks like BioWare's answer to Destiny. You basically have a group of 4 people that you can play with, friends.
See, Destiny
and you're all
to
in
me,
Iron Man suits.
I didn't know what
basically.
the hell was going on. I played the whole game. Like, am I done with the game? I like a game when I'm done with it. Am I done with the storyline? Then there's you finish the main storyline and it's like game complete, 30%. Come on, man.
Well, that's yeah.
I don't have time for that shit.
That's why, like, after I played Red Dead, I needed to take a break from the RPG style of game.
You're done with Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the first fucking mission.
Still?
Dude, I don't know if I'm on the first, but I haven't done shit.
Trust me, there's so much in that game that even when you
I
think
need
you're
a
done, it's
game.
not
That's
done.
why I'm playing Resident Evil 2 right now, because it's linear, right? It's not open world.
Right.
I just, and you know what bothers me too about God of War? God of War I loved. But now that it's over, there's other stuff to do. Look, have you seen that map?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Where the hell am I supposed to go on that map?
The axe play in that game's great. I thought
Yeah, but once you're done, I don't know where to go. I can't just turn it on and play.
Yeah, what?
You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? What game can you turn on and play? I mean, Skyrim kinda. You could just turn it on and just play around with your weapons real quick.
Well, I mean, most any RPG you can do that with, basically.
You could just turn it on and start messing around.
Yeah.
Because what if I have 30 minutes? You know, I got 30 minutes until I have to do something. I just want to turn a game on, make a little progress. That's why I like these linear games, you know?
Yeah, you just have to have a game where you can save regularly.
You know, like Dead Space was a, linear game. I like that game. You know, Resident Evil.
Well, even like the Tomb Raider games, the remake of the Tomb Raider
But they
series.
opened it up. They
They
opened
opened it up, but it was still linear. Like they were still
You
like
still
yeah,
could
were
get
in
lost very
open
easily.
world sections, but there wasn't like
I didn't play the
you have
newest
to-
one.
I haven't played Shadow yet either.
I heard it was
But,
good.
like-
Can I get a little of that Kava?
Absolutely.
Here, pour it very close to the microphone. Just stir it close to the microphone. So.
What are you doing? Put the... No, that's... Give me this. Jesus.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'm glad we got to get that on camera.